No, Maliss is a deck that wants to go first.
Maliss is also a deck that wants to draw one of its starters. We've seen it have trouble doing that before.
Doing draw phase. Stand by.
Oh,
Main phase.
okay, we're allowed to go in the main phase, doing a little Fuwa check here. And we're starting with the Dormouse.
Yep, normal summon Mouse, Dormouse is where you want to be as a Mouse player, but that's going to be met by Infinite Impermanence. No cards in the spell and trap card zone, so no fear of anything going to be able to be chained to get it off the field. Going to link it away for Link Decoder. Does he have a Bystial to continue plays?
The namesake of the deck, that's the Bystial Maliss deck. He plays enough.
This is why the Bystial cards are so good in Maliss, because you can turn that one monster into a Link one, and then banish the Maliss from the graveyard. It's going to be Dormouse here, and then you'll be able to special summon it back. So just like that, you go from one monster to 3 monsters, and 3 is the magic number to access those Link 3 Maliss monsters from the extra deck.
Right, and now, unfortunately, because the Dormouse was stopped here, he's going to likely be forced to go into Red Ransom, and if the Red Ransom is interrupted, it might be a hard stop if there are no further extenders, but if the Ransom is allowed to resolve, then you can essentially get to the remainder of your combo.
Yep, Chain Link 1 Red Ransom, Chain Link 2 Link Decoder is going to help him play around Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. If he had something like Infinite Permanence, it would be good here, but yeah, Droll and Lockbird, not the greatest
I think
card
he's searched
against
every
Maliss.
time he's going to do, like, it cuts him off for a few draws, I'd
Yeah,
say.
you lose your draw from White Binder later on. Maybe you're not going to be able to draw with Chessy Cat eventually. But yeah, Droll and Lockbird, strong against the Mitsurugi Razil deck, not as strong against Maliss. And now a Link summons coming down who's going to banish the Link Decoder because it's already used its effect. And now this is the cool part. You can make SP Knight to banish your own Maliss monster from the graveyard, and then it'll be able to special summon itself back at the cost of 900 life points.
Preserving the Mouse and Underground in hand to get access to the White Rabbit later, or just seeing what happens with this Red Ransom now.
Yeah,
also, Little Knight being usually an end board piece, able to be easily recycled with the powerful effects of a Link monster like Abaku.
Yep, definitely could come back, and it will also help him protect from effect negation. Red Ransom, when it's banished, not only does it special summon itself, but it also banishes a Cyberse monster from the deck. You can go for something like Dotscaper or just a Maliss monster, but it looks like he's going to banish Dotscaper, and if that card's banished, it special summons itself to the field.
Once per duel.
Once per duel. Won't be happening again. Now he's going to send all of them to the
That is a lot of monsters to send.
Is it going to be a Link 5 or a Link 3?
It looks like he's going straight into White Binder.
Yep, it's going to be White Binder. Now he can banish. Interesting. I might have gone for the
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
White Rabbit instead of the
Yeah.
Dotscaper.
Like he was.
But he still has the Mouse and Underground in his hand, so maybe he's just saving that for that. He won't be able to draw from White Binder. So he's going to use White Binder on summon to banish Dormouse, so he has a Maliss card banished. Won't be able to summon it since he's already summoned it this turn. Now he's going to activate White Binder's effect to set a Maliss trap card from the deck to the field.
He hasn't used any of them yet, so I imagine he still will be going for that 06. But he still has not used TB11 yet.
Resolution? Attempt to activate Underground?
All right.
Maliss and Undergrounds will allow him to banish a Maliss monster from his hand deck or graveyard.
Mouse card. Will be
Mouse
relevant
card.
later. Will be very relevant later.
Very good point.
There's the White Rabbit. So this is the point that Maliss is really comfortable getting to. Once you have the White Binder in your possession as well as the 06 set, everything after this point you're usually okay with. So if you are met with something like Nibiru the Primal Being or your board is dismantled in some capacity, you are able to play on your opponent's turn as long as you have that trap card set up with White Binder in the graveyard. And it looks like White Rabbit here is going to be setting the 07. Just to have that interruption on your opponent's turn, he will not need to be able to use the banish effect from his side on the opponent's turn because it would have been set already.
All right, so he's going to use the GWC 06 to banish the White Binder to summon back Red Ransom from the graveyard. Now he can pay 900 and summon back White Binder, but he will not get to draw thanks to Droll and Lockbird.
This is a little exposed here once you're able to commit all these summons. If there is a Nibiru the Primal Being, you could be cut off very heavily.
And this also plays pretty heavily into something like Nibiru the Primal Being.
Yeah, you're not even able to chain the 07 to anything because of the effect of Droll and Lockbird.
Now a Link summon is going to be performed for Nightmare Griffin.
I will target.
I'm going to be using that to reset the 06.
Okay, cool. I like it. I like the synergy here. Going to
get rid of
discard
another-
an extra copy of Maliss and Underground he's not going to need to reset.
Unfortunately, no draw still. A lot of draws were cut off here.
Yeah, the Troll actually making more of an impact than usual against Maliss.
Just goes to show how free Malice can be.
Bow Q out of Supreme Darkness, an incredibly powerful card. During the main phase, quick effect, you can discard a card to either destroy a card in the field or banish itself to the end phase and summon back a lighter dark monster from the graveyard. Gonna discard that Metal Tronus to banish itself and bring back maybe SP Little Knight? No, the Nightmare Griffin, of course.
See, I was wondering if he was going to choose to do the Griffin now or save it for his opponent's turn, but and just have the Little Knight more readily available. But it looks like we are just going to be setting up confidently with the Griffin LQ. And you still have the 06 set. You have, I believe it was an Impulse set from hand.
Yeah, I mean, if he's discarding the Metal Tronus, which is still an interruption potentially during the opponent's turn, you have to know all of his other cards are probably pretty good.
Yeah, those Moltres from the hand. Nothing thus far. Starting with Fiendsmith Engraver.
It's not a bad start. Gonna add Fiendsmith's Track to the hand. We've seen this before.
Nope.
Now, Fiendsmith Track will add Lurie, discard Fabled Lurie. Fabled Lurie will special summon itself to the field.
We'll see which way this bridges. Will it go into the Wave King High Caesar, or will it go into the sequence play, set up the Desiree, potentially even the Agmande?
Yep, goes into the Requiem. Requiem contribute itself to special summon Fiendsmith Engraver from the deck to the field.
Opted to summon an Engraver and not the Lacrima, huh?
Interesting. Now it looks like he's revealing LZ. This is a brand new card. Out of Supreme Darkness, you can reveal it from your hand, special summon one White Forester and an Azamina monster from your hand. It's an Azamina and a White Forest monster, so that works. And now let's see what he's going to use it for.
Oh, he gets the Fusion Summon immediately.
And is that Mo Regina?
I believe so. So you can target an illusion monster in your graveyard, accept itself, and special summon it. So it will summon back the LZ.
Okay, we're getting to see where this is going. And now, so he uses the LZ for a fusion summon, and now he's going to use it for a synchro summon for Chaos Angel.
That's a light and dark, huh?
Nice, nice. I like to see it.
That's powerful enough to win most games, honestly.
Just a Chaos Angel that can't be affected by monster effects? Pretty much put him on have to have infinite impermanence or something like that?
This deck happens to have access to 07, which does effectively deal with it most of the time.
A searchable way to just get rid of the Chaos Angel. Not too bad. All right, now I think he's using the effect of LZ since it was used for a synchro as a synchro material. You can send or you can add one Sinful Spoils from your deck to your hand. So here we go. We're seeing the synergy already as he added Deception, I believe.
Deception's going to be able to just going to destroy the Chaos Angel. Okay.
Okay.
I guess he doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
Deception sends the Chaos Angel. This is an interesting way to get to Deception.
Yeah.
He gets the Hollowed Azamina.
That might be one of the most expensive Deceptions I've ever seen. But
hey, I'm interested. This is why he's here. He's 4-0, so he definitely knows what he's doing. The Hollowed Azamina is going to allow him to reveal and summon the Murasagio.
Yep.
And this will let him add a Sinful Spoils from the deck to his hand. Looks like he's going to probably go for Wanted, I would guess. Yep, Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils.
An old favorite.
It's crazy that now Wanted is now an old favorite.
It's been around for a whole year.
Time just keeps going.
We're getting older.
I get older every year. Now Wanted's an old card, man. Oh, you see why he didn't get the Lacrima?
Yeah, it was pretty telling that there was a Lacrima in the hand. You normally would summon it off the Requiem.
And now we're see another Chaos Angel come down, maybe.
How many does he play?
I mean, he used the first one like it was nothing, so there could be more. And now the Lacrima is going to send Engraver to the graveyard. So now that he has the Hollowed Azamina, he can return the card to the deck and add it back to the hand.
Send back the LZ. We're going to go Link 2 with the Lacrima.
Cross Sheep.
Okay.
I
like
like
summon back the Chaos Angel? No, we can't summon back Chaos Angel. Okay. I don't know why you would either, but.
Oh, cool. So he uses the Hollowed Azamina, chains the Wanted, so he'll be able to still send the Wanted and resolve the Wanted. So cool play here. Goes into Ilya Silva. Yep, that's going to be able to negate anything. And now since a fusion monster was summoned to a zone that Cross Sheep points to, he'll be able to special summon back a monster from the graveyard.
Low for lower, though, so he's going to be summoning back the Lacrima. Where do we go from here? Or is that enough?
I don't think it's enough, right?
I mean...
He has a wanted draw for sure. Okay, Quips. This is awesome. I hope you at home are enjoying this as much as we are. We're learning with you. So he okay, see, I didn't see this coming either. Cool. So he equips the Requiem, gets to send that to summon the Diabell Star that he added. He still has the wanted draw coming. Thins his deck out, gets another wanted out of the deck.
Can still go for sequence.
He's going to send Lacrima and Diabell Star to the graveyard for
Sequence.
a sequence in the main monster zone. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, no. Oh, no. We can see his hand. I don't know if you guys can see Abraham's hand, but I guess that it won't matter too much because of that Ilias
Yeah, the Ilias is already there.
He definitely has some interactions in the hand. So he's going to sequence, put back Fabled Luri and the Mo Regina to make...
The Chimera.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Perfumet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. We're from the Mythical King of Phantom Beasts.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking, and I'm here for it. And so he gets to send a monster from his deck to the graveyard.
Oh, Chaos Betrayer.
Oh, this is where the Chaos Betrayer comes into play. We were talking about this beforehand.
Banish a lightning card from grave.
It's basically a Chaos monster you can summon from the graveyard.
Special summon, you can target a card in your graveyard and banish it.
Yeah, on summon, if it's special summoned, it is able to banish a card from the graveyard as well. But it is banished when it leaves the field when it's summoned by its own effect.
Banished when it leaves the field.
But I imagine you're going to be overlaying with it every time. So this is like an interesting way to find your self back at another rank 6. While also setting up the Riftmet, because you haven't used the Graver's Effect in Graveyard yet, have you?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so we're now going to be using the 2 Link monsters to make the
Valakut. Oh,
Okay.
I was like, it's not Appaloosa. The sequence is a Fiend, which is the requirements for it. He still has his wanted draw once he thins his deck out of enough cards.
Activate Engraver effect.
Yep, and here comes the Engraver effect to summon it from the graveyard.
Yep.
This is interesting. I like it.
I'm going to activate sequence, targeting Engraver effect.
Sequence.
Targeting Engraver. Okay.
Is it going to be Necro Quip?
Sure.
Necro effect.
Yeah.
What level is this?
A 6.
Looks like Abraham thinking about having an interaction here.
I wonder if he has an effect in hand, and that's why he wanted to summon the Necroquip here instead of just keeping the Engraver. There is a Nibiru, which is going to be using the Ilias over here.
Yeah.
Good thing the Hollow Azamina has already been used twice at this point.
So it's one less interruption he's going to have to deal with on his turn.
He can summon it back with the Valakut, right? Yeah.
Discarding for
Discarding Ash. Okay. And that will let him draw off the Necroquip?
It's by card effect. I think, yeah, it is. It's the cost, right? Yeah, it only works with cost.
We'll go summon back.
So he's going to summon back the Ilya Silva.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? You want to keep the negate up?
So now he gets to draw from the Necroquip.
And then he'll draw another card from wanted. Okay, we drew a spell card. Couldn't really tell.
The Valakut is going to come back as well.
The other card in his hand is, I think, potentially potent enough.
I think the craziest part about this combo is, so he needs the Chaos Angels of Dark. He
The light.
Chaos Betrayer. This is so cool.
All right, now that we got the draw off the... Oh, we're using those two. We're keeping the Necroquip, and there's the Caesar.
Yeah, why not keep the Necroquip? It's going to provide you some additional draws potentially. He still has the wanted effect. Put back the Deception to the bottom to draw a card.
Okay. The Deception was potentially able to set itself, so opting for the draw instead of having that specific follow-up. But you don't already have another copy of Wanted. And we drew another copy of Ash.
And that's, yeah.
And he used
he
the
has
tabs! So we can take a look here.
This is crazy.
Azamina.
Let's go.
What a crazy card to have drawn off the Wanted.
I'm picking Dormouse.
Yeah, let's go for the Dormouse.
I'm going for the Dormouse. All right, so leaving him with
Interesting
GWC
choice.
is like the one trap you don't want to draw, like because it just doesn't like get you advance your game state at all. It requires you to already have a Malice card. The other two you can set and use on your opponent's turn to like get to where you need to go, but GWC 06 not so much.
Yeah, you need to already have a Malice monster in play somewhere so that you can access it. The other two at least either add it to your hand or summon it to the field. And now during the end phase, the Abba can come back, the Caesar setup, and during the draw phase, I will likely see an activation of a very powerful card here.
I think this might have been the most disrespectful use of a Chaos Angel I've ever
Yeah.
seen, but it still led to something like this. This is so cool. Oh, man. He also doesn't need the Ash. The About Q can trigger the Necro Quip during his opponent's turn as well.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's neat. Is it a concession? It has to be.
I think I.
Yeah, both players just got to do their turn 1, and it was enough.
Yeah, I conceded.
Oh, he had anti-spell too.
Yeah, you didn't see that? I was talking about this the whole time. Like,
Trading card game on the planet.
well, it looks like we are allowed to enter the main phase here. We talked about how many powerful cards there are in the side deck that can tackle the Malice strategy, namely being Artifact Lancia, but we have yet to see that Mulcharming Malice as well that is so powerful in this matchup.
And we know the players are, using it. It was one of the cards everyone was looking for on day 0 here on Friday. But Terraforming from Malice and Underground, that means this is probably his only way to get access to something like Dormouse.
Yeah, a weaker start for sure, but it's still able to play if there are no responses.
Yep, Malice and Underground lets you banish a Malice monster from your hand deck or graveyard, so he's going to go for Dormouse. Dormouse is going to allow him to pay 300 to summon it. It's definitely the weakest start because, yeah, you've already used your Dormouse effect. You're not going to be able to banish it again to get another monster onto the field.
We've checked 2 things already.
Okay.
We know there is no Lancia, no Males, but there is a Effect Veiler to completely contest the Dormouse here.
Will it be enough? Does he have the Bystial doesn't do it anymore this time because he's already banished the Dormouse.
He just needs to be able to normal summon something. I mean, I do.
Does he have Lancia in his hand?
He does have a Lancia.
You guys
in his
can't
own.
see it at home, but we have like a bit of a wider angle. That's the worst when you draw the card. You just side in to cross it out. I think he has cross out in his hand as
Potentially useful in the matchup, but yeah.
True.
I think he's going to draw 2. Yeah, if he draws any normal summonable Malice, that makes a pretty big difference here.
I can't see.
Oh, I think that might be a usable one. Not the best one, but it's a usable one.
Oh, he drew MTP 07 as well.
Oh, actually, this might be the crazy combo to have drawn, actually.
I'm not sure.
It was Chessy Cat.
It is Chessy Cat.
And will he be activating the Chessy Cat? This might force another interruption. He might be holding off. He doesn't want to banish it.
Link 2 is going to go for the Haggard Lizard Dose and banish Chessy Cat. Looks like that is what he's thinking about. Yep. It's a cost to banish to change the attack of Haggard Lizard Dose to Chessy Cat's attack for the turn. But the main point is he'll be able to pay 300 and special summon back the Chessy Cat from the banishment.
Now we're just going to be linking those 2 away. Already using both effects in the graveyard. Which one are you even going for here? Red Ransom doesn't really do anything because you've already used Malice and Underground. You have no real way to continue playing.
He has the MTP 07, so maybe he just goes for Red Ransom, set the MTP 07, banish Red Ransom, summon back Red Ransom, banish White Rabbit, summon White Rabbit.
Just have a follow-up in the Malice and Underground.
I mean, this is Malice. Effect Veil and Infinite Impermanence, not the strongest against the deck. It's a kind of a gamble whether they're going to be good or not. Looks like he's considering summoning a Baldrake, Bystial Baldrake.
Just trying to extend with it.
Is he going to banish the Effect Veiler or just one of his Malice monsters? Looks like he's just going to go ahead and banish the Chessy Cat.
Interesting, because you're kind of cutting off your follow-up here if you're banishing the ones that are already used up. We'll see what he links into. Is he going to go into the SB Little Knight?
It has to be, right? Because he's already used the Haggard Lizard Dose. Yep. He's going to banish Red Ransom, just trying to get more monsters on the field. Love this combo.
Really trying to preserve that 07 as an interruption on the opponent's turn, which I think makes sense.
Makes sense. Whitebinder can reset from the graveyard, though, as well, right?
Yes, but I think he might be choosing to use one of the other ones. And, actually, he needs to prioritize finding access to 06, and he will likely still use the effect of White Rabbit to get into TB11, just to get another monster on the field.
True. Yeah. I feel like he has to banish the White Rabbit here.
Yep, there's the White Rabbit.
Red Ransom, so flexible.
Almost came out in defense.
That's impossible. It has no defense. How could it be in defense? All right, now we're going to see. Wait.
He's linking away the SB Little Knight, and he didn't activate the White Rabbit.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
yeah, sometimes.
Maybe he's just like so used to summoning off like TB11, he thought he couldn't use the effect, but the Whitebinder can still banish the because it's already been summoned, right?
Yeah, like he's out of Malice effects.
Maybe he has all the traps in his hand and we missed it.
You know, we'll have
Oh,
to find out.
Or yeah, because I feel like he'd be able to get access to TB11 and. Interesting. Maybe it was a slight misstep. I mean, as a mouse player myself, I have skipped White Binder's effect to set a trap multiple times on accident, and I always scream at myself afterwards, like, "Why didn't you use the effect? You just had to say activate."
I wonder if he just assumed that he would not need one. Like, if he thought he wasn't going to use TB11 this turn.
I think he
then
might have. Maybe playing around evenly match or something. I don't know. I'd rather just have the trap anyway.
Just keeping it in the deck so you can start with the Dormouse next turn.
Maybe he values being able to set a trap during his opponent's turn to be able to have the banishing effect if he needs it. Because if they've been set for a whole turn, you can't banish a card to activate it. So or he could just have it in his hand.
Yeah, so he opted to go for the 06 and then now is using the 06 to banish the White Binder.
Summon the White Rabbit?
So this one can now set the TB11 if he chooses to. Okay, look.
I don't know if this was planned or course correcting, but
yeah,
it's interesting.
This is where we're at now.
Maybe by doing it this way, he gets the draw after. Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop trying to figure it out. It's all gonna work out for him in the end. It seems like.
If Adam's as confused as we are, then surely he has that going for him.
I mean, his plays are like Nibiru's still like a huge keep card that Adam could have here. Like Malice has the potential to play on Nibiru, but when you start with Malice and Underground, the ability,
never,
it goes way down.
We also know Tactics has already been used. Like there was a desperation play.
Yeah. He's paid 900 plus 1800, so he should be at 5,300.
He used every single Malice effect possible. So yeah, there's going to be the TB11 set off the effect of the Malice White Rabbit. Now White Binder will be able to summon himself back and draw a card.
Is it going to be a good one?
Nope. No, sir.
No, sir. Set the card face down. Links away is going to be the Nightmare Griffin we've seen so many times.
There's the Nightmare Griffin.
Indeed it is. So he'll discard to reset and draw. No draw on Lockbird this time, so he's going to be able to get these draws that he missed out on in game number 1. Is that a good one?
that one might have been. But a Griffin being able to re-access all the extra used Malice Trap cards really helps in this position. It might have all been planned if this was the intention.
I mean, he's been playing really well the whole game, so I'm assuming this was always like his plan. It may not be the plan that we always do, but he has his own game plan in mind.
So yeah, now he's using the effect of Barbecue, choosing what to discard. Going to be discarding another copy of Chessy Cat. Okay, banishing itself to special summon back the Griffin.
It's a funny way just to make sure the Griffin like gets out of the underneath some extra monster zone, just to make sure there's nothing pointing upwards. That's some more cards face down. In phase, the Abao-Q, the Lightless Shadow. Such a huge impact. I think people underestimated how good that card is in pretty much everything. But like we've seen Fiendsmith Raziel using it, we've seen Malice using it. It is an incredible card. I got my quarter century secret rare. You should too. It's so beautiful. It's such a nice card.
And Billy's just been showing off with that one all weekend.
I have. I'm proud. All right, so starting with an infinite permanence on Nightmare Griffin. This is the way he needs to start.
I mean, this is part of the merit of saving Yabaku to potentially get the Griffin on the field as soon as your opponent has committed more cards, simply because it's harder to deal with cards such like the impermanence.
Something like evenly matched would be helpful right now. He's going to need something going to start with discarding Fiendsmith Engraver to try and add a Fiendsmith card from the deck to the hand.
I mean,
checking for Call by the Graves, maybe.
I think he's just gonna. He has no reason to respond to this. Once Tract is activated, to the activation of Tract, he will chain the 06. So when Tract discards, the White Binder can just banish his entire grave.
Yeah, that's what I love about White Binder. Not only does it like get you access to your traps by banishing like White Rabbit on your opponent's turn, you can, if you're playing against Fiendsmith, you can just banish 3 Light Fiends out of their graveyard, and it can be devastating. Yeah, with proper timing, as you mentioned.
Of course. There's also been every single trap card already on the field, so there's no actual need for Abraham to banish any of his Malice monsters in the grave right now.
All right, Diabell starts next.
Yeah, sending the Chaos Betrayer, and then now can't activate its effect on the field.
He can, right? Imperm?
Oh, yeah, he did resolve Imperm.
Yeah. So now he can go for Deception of the Sinful Soils, probably. Yep, there's the Deception.
All right, this might provoke a reaction here.
Deception.
Deception.
Anything on this. I'm gonna go
Nope.
activate Deception.
Abraham's just chilling on this one. He's like, sure, Deception Sin.
He's gonna let him.
Is it an Ash Blossom? Oh, he's gonna use a Balcue just to destroy it? All right, discards that Lancia, doesn't... yeah, see, a Balcue is just so versatile, so strong.
All right, there's the tract, and then we're gonna be chaining the 06.
Yep.
This could lock it up here.
This looks like it is going to be over.
06 will summon back the White Binder, gain 2300.
23.
Tract will resolve, adding likely, looks like Lacrima, and then discarding another copy of Tract.
Because he knows that he'll
Yeah.
be able to banish. Smart plays here from Adam, not just walking straight into that White Binder banish. But he's only left with that Crimson Tears.
Yeah, we'll still be going after likely the Fiendsmith Engraver as well as the Chaos Betrayer. Those only live effects in the graveyard. I mean, Fiendsmith Tract would allow you to fusion summon, but I don't think there's going to be enough like material to make that matter. Did he say no effect on the White Binder? He still has ability to potentially banish it.
And summon it back and do it again later? Yeah.
I don't even know if that's true because everything's been set already. But he still has the effect of 07 just to banish whatever he's going to summon here.
Yeah, I assume what he's Adam's like trying to do is somehow like get to a Chaos Angel.
Which, I mean, Adam doesn't know that he has 07 already, but that is just an immediate answer.
It's only said by its effect, right? Only said by its effect.
Well, he does have the Chaos Betrayer still too.
Yeah, which is why I thought it would have been worthwhile to go for the effect of White Binder, because then whatever you get off of the Lacrima doesn't really matter if you just
If it's the
immediately banish it.
Yeah, if it's the only thing in the graveyard also, like if you banish all the Light Fiends and the Chaos Betrayer.
The game could have just been locked, but now there's a chance here. Adam just has to
Typhon
find
is also still on the menu if he plays it, but chances are extra deck's pretty tight on that one. Yeah. But Typhon would almost break this board. But I mean, he has the MTP07. Adam doesn't know that yet, though. He can kind of assume because he just opted not to go after it at any point.
Yeah,
Abraham doesn't want to drop the ball here at this point in the game. This is his game to lose, essentially.
We'll see how powerful the Fiendsmith engine can be just with a single Lacrima.
Goes into Requiem.
Requiem is going to use its effect, summon another Fiendsmith monster from the deck.
Feels like Adam just kind of spinning his wheels here, but you know. Yeah. Abraham doesn't. He doesn't want to use anything too early, I guess, until he feels like there's a threat.
Yeah, I mean, he really isn't threatened by anything at this point. If the Requiem is activated, then you might be forced to use your interactions there.
I mean, this is the advantage of playing like an unknown kind of strategy because it kind of throws your opponents off. They don't know the key points to interact.
But this is just Fiendsmith. All right, we're finally flipping up the 07. Looks like we're going to be banishing that Engraver from the field, which only leaves open the Engraver effect in the graveyard, which can still summon and still send something, so that there's merit to it. But then the Lacrima on the following turn will be the only real way to play.
And the MTP 07 not only will banish a card.
So this is the thing. He does not get to banish the White Binder.
Yeah,
It's been set a whole turn. I
Yeah.
assume this is what he was thinking was going to happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. Yeah. No, it doesn't banish the white, but can't do this.
No,
Nope,
oh,
stop,
no,
stop,
no.
stop, no.
Uh-oh.
If anyone can hear us, please
Wait.
Please no, put that card back on top of his deck.
Please, someone save us.
Please. I know you can hear me out there. Anyone listening, that's not how this works. He would just banish the Engraver, not all these cards from the graveyard, and he wouldn't. Did he shuffle his hand up? No.
Oh, no.
Please, no. No, don't shuffle your hand more.
Oh,
no. Judges, anyone here, if anyone out there can hear me, He
That's
could not
going to.
banish from NTV 07. It was set
You
already.
have to attack it. Yeah. Sure.
No, please, someone, before this game ends, please, if anyone out there can hear me, I know you can hear me, guys. Someone out there can hear me. Please, no, not. He had everything in his disposal.
We were looking for a lost condition. I think we found one, but
This is horrendous. I just can't look right now. Please, someone.
anyone.
Let me try and ping someone. Please.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to try to reverse it now. I hear the judges talking to them.
Oh, man. People just, sometimes they just outplay their stuff. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We just heard someone heard us crying, yes. Our plea. I would say plea over cry.
Yeah.
Even though I do sound a little whiny.
There was only one tier, all right?
Yes, and it has to be a card that lets you draw a card. And he shuffled his hand so much.
There's only 2 cards in hand, I think. Oh, well, I don't know. It looks like 3. So
I
we
mean, I
know
think I did
that there was a
Lancia,
Dormouse
but I
added
just
from
got it
07,
with
so it
the
wasn't
Val.
that.
Maybe it's that.
There should have only been one
Do
card
they-
in his hand
I-
previously.
Did people hear me know what we're even talking about? The MTP 7 was set there. Apologies.
I guess the Requiem did stay on the field, like as well as the Engraver.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now then we're all in the same good shape now. Bizarre. Well, he's still in worse shape, right?
Yeah, like, is this really where you wanted to be?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that. I don't know. Yeah. But here we are. I guess it's on us that he didn't banish his opponent's card. He decided to banish his own card to accomplish something.
It's okay. You know, this is where we're at. It's still a very favorable position to be in. You have the Dormouse. You do have TB11 set as well, so you probably will use that in the end phase just to have another body on the field.
Okay, that's fine.
The Griffin will become live again, so the Lacrima that's summoned off of the effect of Requiem, or even just the Requiem summoned off Lacrima will not be able to activate its effect.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still baffled by it. Yeah, just. But yeah, he's going to continue his plays now and use the TB11 to summon White Rabbit. It's hard because, yeah, the player audio is solo and we couldn't hear that that's what he chose to do.
I just don't think this play makes sense.
No, because he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he definitely flipped up. I'll have to go back and watch it. It looked like he flipped it up and then banished Lightbinder before he added from his deck to his hand, right?
Yes.
That is what
Yeah,
happened. Okay,
yeah,
I mean, I'll go
like-
back and watch it to see, but I don't know, man.
It's okay. It's okay. This
Yeah.
is where we are. This is where we are.
This is, yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to want to go back and look at again.
Okay, another copy of Malice and Underground being activated now that will be able to, again, banish the White Binder or the Red Ransom to just activate his entire graveyard again. Just has to be careful of his own Nightmare Griffin. Paying another 900 here.
And that's going to allow him to summon back the White Binder.
All right, you're going to be able to draw a card off the effect of White Binder, and then White Binder's effect on the field will go after. He could go after his opponent's graveyard, but I think he should. I mean, I think he's understanding that the Griffin will cut off any effect that the Lacrima can do. And we know the set is just a deception, right?
Yeah, he just reset the deception, yeah. I mean, this game it still should be his, yeah.
All he
for
has
sure.
to do is attack. Gonna go after the 07 so you can shuffle it back with Crifter.
Yeah.
The Ransom will summon itself back and can potentially banish from deck if he wants to. He doesn't. He opts not to. And now activating White Binder's effect to set from the graveyard. Looks like another of 06.
Normal.
Now we're normal summoning Dormouse here. Just going to be able to link away probably 3, yeah, into the Heart's Cryptor, I'd imagine. There's the Heart's Cryptor.
Time to go to battle.
Yeah, it's activating Lacrima, chaining the Impulse, even though there really was no reason. Oh, I guess now that you summon Cryptor in that zone specifically, it could give your opponent a monster zone to link into. But now we're just attacking, and then Cryptor can use its effect on itself to do the last bit of damage.
Okay, he did add with the MTP 07 first and then banish the White Binder. I went back and looked just to make sure so everything is going according to plan. We do apologize because I've never seen any